Welcome back to the channel, everyone. We have a first look for you at the Foundation 42 GD by Grand Design. It has a lofted observation deck. So we've seen a number of units over the last year with decks at the bottom, but not an observation deck. Something very interesting, are you thinking you're looking for a unit for the campground? Do you have a piece of land somewhere that you want to have a bunkie placed? Or maybe you've got a lot on a lake and you really want to have a cottage, but you don't want to have a permanent cottage. This may be a great idea for you. I mean, when you look at the outside, two super large awnings that cover the entire unit itself. Let's go inside and take a look, because I have taken a sneak peek, I have to admit, and it is pretty impressive. So you come up to a nice door with a glass that has the built-in shades. As you walk in, first thing you'll notice here are steps that actually lead up to a loft area with a small table for the kids to play and work at. There's a TV up here, all ducted with AC. I mean, look at the amount of space. Just unbelievable. It's like a little mini house inside of a house. Now, as you come into the living area, you have a large center island with a waterfall style edge, the LED lights underneath. I'm going to come around this side so that you can see there's a dishwasher here. You have the big black stainless steel sink right here with the glass washer. And then it extends out, so you have a sitting area that you could put a couple extra benches and sit around and enjoy the space itself. As we spin around, you have a 4-burner cooktop with a large oven, lots of drawers. I'm going to pull these open, and that's a smart idea. Look at that. So you've got your drawer here, solid wood, all nicely built. It feels like we have European glides underneath the drawer to open and close it and support the weight. But look at right here. You have USB, USB-C, and 2 plugs in your drawer. Nice large residential fridge, and then a lot of storage right around. So let's pop it open. Residential style hinges, nice shelf in there, really good storage. You have I'm just going to look. This is just a traditional microwave, but a residential sized microwave. And then let's pop the pantry open. That's a pantry. Nice big pantry, solid wood. Lots of space to stow your gear. L-shaped sofa across from your fireplace and your TV. Also, as we pivot around, you'll notice the slide out in the kitchen to open up the space. Large windows, which is a nice touch. Fan, LED light. There's 2 air conditioners on board that are rooftop mounted. But before we go look at the rest of the unit, let's go outside. Right, couple of coat hooks here. Let's go outside, and you have this nice deck that you could step out. Right, you have railing there, so if you have a pet, they could come out here and you don't have to worry they're going to take off on you. Also, if you wanted, there's a gate here that opens with a couple of steps. So just a nice little sitting area. Now, the benefit of the lofted part, before we even go upstairs, is that you could sit out here on a day that is lightly raining. I don't know if I'd want to be out here in a downpour on a windy day, but on a non-windy day, you could come out here, sit, and you're now protected because of the floor above you, because it creates a ceiling. Now let's take a walk up. I am gonna switch hands here because you want safety. You always want to use the railing. Oops, sorry for the fingers. As we come up, you have a lofted deck here. So let's finish coming up. You can come up here. Good. I'm going to pan down so you can see the amount of floor space you have. Real nice area to be able to just sit And I'm going to pan across so you can see what I'm seeing here from the lofted deck at the Grand Design booth here in Elkhart. And just imagine sitting here looking out over a lake or the countryside. Just absolutely beautiful. If your grandparents and grandkids have come up, you could actually be sitting up here and they could be playing out in the general area, and you could keep an eye on them. So a nice little spot. Let's take a walk down. And we're back on our main deck, which has lots of space to sit out and enjoy the weather. Now back inside, an overall view of the main living area. Very modern looking, very clean, very luxurious feeling. We have wood supports or finishes around our windows that just keep them nice and clean. There's night shades, and it looks like they're remote controlled. There we go. Look at that. Little push of a button, they come down. Push of a button, they stop. Push it again, and they retract. So this is really more about glamping than it is about camping. As we step down, our main washroom is here. Solid surface countertop, stainless steel sink. We've got some decent storage down below. And even little things. Residential thinking. When you look at your PEX lines here, you'll notice they have shut-off valves. So if you did have an issue with a faucet, etc., you could turn off that water and service it. Residential hinges there. And let's step inside. So if we step out, we stand in front of the toilet to get dried off. The space is actually decent. The back of my leg is just touching the edge of the toilet. I can feel it, but we have good space to dry off. In the shower, this is a fiberglass surround. Nice rectangular shower, a little bit wider than on some units. I do like that they've put the drain over here instead of the center, and they've done a rectangular drain. As we pan up, you'll see the 4 corner shelves to hold shampoo and soap, and then you have the residential style shower head with the 2 sprayers right out in front that would spray over to you, and then a vent right over here to pull out any of the steam. As I back out of the washroom and we go down to the main bedroom, right in the main bedroom, we have a king-size bed. Let's pan around. We've got some nice wardrobe space. And when I say we, I'm walking through saying me and you guys as the viewers. Look at the amount of wardrobe space there. And then, of course, because we see louvers, we know this is going to be meant for a washer-dryer. And here it is, washer-dryer combination right in here. Now, I don't know if that's a standard or an option. You'll need to check that with your local dealers. As you look around, lots of windows, especially here in the front. Look at the big, beautiful window that they have. And then, of course, you get your fireplace for those romantic nights. And it does throw a bit of heat for those spring, fall evenings that get, it's nice during the day, but it just gets a little cool, but not enough to really turn on the furnace. So here you go, and your TV's on a televator with a window right behind it. So you've got your own private space, and then above you is the loft for the kids. Now, as I pan across so you can see the ceiling, they've just done some different light fixtures to be a little bit different. And again, we'll peek up, and there's the loft for the kids. So, they have lots of space, because that starts from not quite half of the unit forward, but not far from about half of the unit forward. Lots of space. I go climbing up there, but knees are a little bad today, so I apologize, folks. That's why I thought I'd just show you directly. This is an interesting little layout, because now you have your private room, you have a big loft for the kids, and then you have 2 levels of deck to be able to sit out. That's also nice if you have teenage kids. You know, they may want to go hang out up top, and then you're sitting down here having a nice coffee or glass of wine at night, and they've kind of got their own little separation where they feel more independent, but yet they're still close with the family, and they can hang out there. You can be hanging out down on the main deck with some friends and just enjoying life. Anyways, this is a review for a brand new product released by Grand Design, the Foundation 42 GD. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please feel free to leave any comments. Please click the like and subscribe. It would be greatly appreciated. It'll help us grow the channel and gain access to more shows like this to bring you guys different walkthroughs. So as you shop around, you can see some differences that may not be available in your local market. Thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll see you back at the channel. Again, please like and subscribe, and thank you to those of you that have hit that like and subscribe. Take care.